Welcome to Patent Branch's webinar on the end of designated days. My name is Marie Quinn, Program Manager of Quality, and I will be taking you through today's presentation. The agenda for this webinar includes designated days. What happens when designated days end? Extensions. How will this work? New frequently asked questions. Also note that you may refer to the FAQ section of our website for the full set of FAQs. Questions. Please ask us questions in the comment section of this video and we will do our best to answer them. Note on electronic correspondence. Throughout the webinar and in the FAQs on the website, we make reference to digital tools for submitting and receiving correspondence. Chapter 2 of MOPOP provides a list of all acceptable means of corresponding with the Patent Office. The Manual of Patent Office Practice, or MOPOP, can be found on SIPO's website. Designated days. SIPO made efforts to ensure flexibility for our clients during the COVID-19 situation by using designated days to extend deadlines. The first designated day was March 16, 2020. The last designated day under subsection 78(2) of the Patent Act is currently in July, barring any further extensions. Return to normal business will be the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day following the designated days. As of then, automatic extensions are no longer in place. Most due dates originating from the Patent Act and rules following on a designated day will be extended to the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. Designated days include the period of time from March 16, 2020 to the last designated day, and includes any due date covered above. Due dates following on the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day will not be automatically extended. Since this is a rapidly evolving situation, please consult the comment section of this presentation for the latest details. When the due date is after the end of designated days. The designated days do not extend the due date on any notice or requisition sent by the office during the designated days where the due date of the notice or requisition is after the designated day's end. Maintenance fee and request for examination. If a maintenance fee or request for examination and its associated fee is due for your patent application within the designated days, the due date for action in these cases is extended to the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. You will be required to pay a late fee if you do not pay your maintenance fee or request examination and pay the fee on or before the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. You will also receive a notice that will state the actions required. If you wish to avoid a late fee, please take action on or before the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. Notice for your application. If you received a notice for your patent application before the designated days came into effect, it was for an action that was to be taken on the application and the due date falls within the period of the designated days, the due date for the notice in this case is extended to the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. Your patent application will be deemed abandoned if you do not take action on or before the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. If you wish to avoid having a patent application deemed abandoned, you must respond to the notice on or before the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. You must also remember to address whatever actions were required by the notice and to pay any required fees and applicable late fees. Our system will send courtesy abandonment letters for patent applications deemed abandoned a few weeks after the date the patent application is deemed abandoned. This time lag will allow us to process requests before our system sends out these courtesy letters. You will have 12 months from the date of the deemed abandonment to request a reinstatement of your application. The date of deemed abandonment will be the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. Reinstatement. Certain reinstatements have the additional requirement of a positive determination of due care by the Commissioner. The Commissioner must decide that you tried to take action but were unable to do so due to the stated reasons. The Commissioner must also determine that the reasons are sufficient to allow the Patent Office to reinstate the patent application. The following requests for reinstatement of applications deemed abandoned require a positive determination of due care. Failure to pay the maintenance fee and late fee referred to in a notice sent by the office, and failure to request examination, pay the request for examination fee, and late fee referred to in a notice sent by the office, when more than 6 months has elapsed after the due date to have made the request for examination under 35(2) of the Patent Act. For more information regarding the abandonment and reinstatement of an application, see Chapter 9 of the MOPOP. Period of reinstatement. If your patent application was in the period of reinstatement before the designated days came into effect, and the final day of the reinstatement period falls within the designated days, you will have until the end of the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day to reinstate your patent application. Failure to take the actions required to reinstate your patent application will result in your application being considered beyond the period of reinstatement. Please submit requests as soon as is reasonably possible in order to ensure that your request is received in time. Maintenance fee for your patent. If a maintenance fee for your patent is due within the designated days, the due date for action is extended to the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. You will be required to pay a late fee if you do not pay your maintenance fee on or before the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. You will also receive a notice that will state the actions required. If you wish to avoid a late fee, please take action on or before the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. Notice for your patent. If you received a notice for your patent before the designated days came into effect and the due date falls within the period of the designated days, the due date for action on this notice is extended to the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. If you do not act on or before the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day, your patent will be deemed expired on the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. If you wish to avoid having your patent deemed expired, you must respond to the notice on or before the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. You must also remember to address whatever actions were required by the notice and to pay any required fees and applicable late fees. Period of deemed expiry. If your patent was in the period of deemed expiry before the designated days came into effect, and the final day of the period to reverse the deemed expiry falls within the designated days, you will have until the end of the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day to request the reversal of deemed expiry of your patent. Failure to take the actions required and to pay any fees and late fees required to reverse the deemed expiry of your patent will result in your patent being deemed permanently expired. If you wish to avoid having your patent deemed permanently expired, you must take action on or before the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. Reversal of the deemed expiry of a patent. The Commissioner must decide that you tried to take action but were unable to do so due to the stated reasons, and that these reasons are sufficient to reverse the deemed expiry of the patent. This is called a positive determination of due care. Once the Commissioner makes this determination, the Patent Office can reverse the deemed expiry of the patent. For more information regarding the reversal of a deemed expiry of a patent, see Chapter 27 of the MOPOP. Late fees. Late fees associated with patent protection are always required. The requirement of the late fees has been prescribed by legislation. Unfortunately, the Commissioner has no discretionary authority on the payment of this fee. The complete list of fees for patents is available on SIPO's website. New FAQs. For more information on what happens when designated days end, please refer to new FAQ questions numbers 37 to 44 on SIPO's website. Extensions. The Commissioner has the authority to extend periods of time for certain actions under the patent rules if the Commissioner is satisfied that the circumstances justify the extension and the other administrative conditions are met. Requests will be assessed, and if found compliant and justified, the Commissioner may grant an extension of time of up to a specified time not beyond any limit prescribed by the patent rules. Subsequent requests for an extension of time for the same action on the same file will only be considered under exceptional circumstances. In order to request that the Office extend a time limit, make a request for extension of time to the Commissioner, provide reasons to justify a possible extension of the time limit, and pay the prescribed fee. If you wish to request an extension for an action that was due within the designated days period, you must submit the request, reasons, and the associated fee on or before the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. Further information regarding extension of time can be found in MOPOP at 2.03.03. Requisition from a patent examiner. Question 41. I received a requisition from a patent examiner that was issued before the designated days came into effect. The due date falls within the period of the designated days. Can the due date be extended when the designated days end? Examination requisitions cannot be extended beyond the total calendar time of 6 months, regardless of any extension of time. You will have to determine whether an extension is possible for your patent application. If you wish to request an extension, you must submit the request and the associated fee on or before the first day that is not a prescribed or designated day. Please submit requests as soon as is reasonably possible in order to ensure that your request is received in time. See MOPOP 2.03.03 for more information. New and updated frequently asked questions. Electronic correspondence. Question 22. How do I correspond with SIPO electronically? Our electronic service delivery allows you to submit documents, correspondence, and sequence listings related to PCT applications, pay fees for patent and trademark agent qualifying examination, file a regular Canadian patent application, pay maintenance fees, request national entry for a patent cooperation treaty or PCT application, submit correspondence relating to Canadian applications and patents, including attached documents and online fee payments if applicable, and file an international patent application or PCT. Question 22A. What are the specific steps to request email correspondence delivery for a single or a few existing Canadian applications or patents? You must be the default correspondent, meaning the appointed agent, the common representative, or the sole applicant if no agent was appointed, on the patent or patent application in order to request a change to the method of correspondence or to update the contact information for a patent application or patent. To receive documents about your Canadian patent or patent application by email, use General Correspondence Patents or submit a correspondence requesting a change in correspondence method. Clearly indicate that you'd like to receive correspondence by email or postal mail. Provide an email address to receive all documents. Provide the postal address for the patent application or patent. Clearly indicate if the email address and postal address information provided should override previous address information. Service requests for an application. Question 22H. Can I register a document when I file a patent application? Yes. The Patent Office will register multiple documents at filing. Note that the Canadian Patent Application System currently has a system constraint that we are working to improve. The system allows you to register only one document and pay the one fee at filing. It is not currently possible to pay fees to register more than one document. If you would like to register additional documents for the patent application, you can use General Correspondence Patents to submit documents and pay the required fees. Question 22I. When using General Correspondence Patents, how do I pay to register a document, record a change of name, or record a transfer from multiple files? General Correspondence Patents allows you to request services and pay the associated fee for multiple files. You must provide a list of files for which you are making the service request. To pay the associated fees, navigate to the Fees section and Select Part 6, Registration of Documents or Recording of Transfers. Select one of the following. This action should apply to all file numbers. Registration of a document, recording of a change of name, recording of a transfer. Enter the number of files and quantity, and press Add to view the entry. Appeals. Question 32. I would like to file an appeal with a federal court. Can I do this? Consult the information available on the federal court website. It appears that the federal court continues to accept documents and electronic filings. Regarding deadlines for filing, the notice posted by the federal court on April 4, 2020 states that deadlines for commencing actions, appeals, or applications under other statutes continue to apply and cannot be extended or varied unless permitted under the terms of and in the manner prescribed by those statutes. Delays. Question 33. Why is there a delay between submission of digital correspondence, appearance of the document in the Canadian Patent Database or CPD, and action on my file? Restrictions on how our employees work related to the COVID situation may have resulted in a delay in seeing documents online and in employees performing the next steps in the process. COVID-19 has had an impact on how our employees perform their work. We are working to improve digital access to our services, to increase access to information, and to improve efficiency in our processes. Status of service request. Question 34. I've submitted a service request for a published application or patent, but I don't know its status. How will I know when SIPO has received the request? If your application has been published, you will see the submitted documents when you access information about the file on the Canadian Patent Database or CPD. Please be aware that it takes some time to process requests. If you cannot find the information you need on the CPD, you can call the SIPO Client Service Center and ask for a quick status update. If you would like a copy of documents in the file, you must use the Order IP Document Service using the SIPO Patent Document Order Form. Question 35. I've submitted a service request for a non-published application to record a transfer or to register a document. Information on these kinds of service requests is currently not available online. How do I ask questions about these kinds of files? As of May 25, 2020, you can call the SIPO Client Service Center and ask for information about a non-published application, a transfer, or a registered document. The information officer will confirm your identity and rights to access the file. The officer can then look at the information available in our systems and answer your questions. Request to correct identified issues. Question 36. How do I submit a request to correct issues identified on a patent application or patent? Submit all requests for service through General Correspondence patents. With the shift to digital systems, we are dealing with a large number of phone calls, emails, and online feedback. Using the General Correspondence system allows us to date and document your request. This will ensure that the task is properly assigned and that the appropriate action is taken. Patent Agent Renewal. Question 44. The period for agents to maintain their names on the Patent Agent Register ended on March 31, 2020, during the designated days. The designated days have extended the due date to the first day that is not prescribed or designated. What will happen if I miss this due date? Patent agents who do not request to maintain their names on the Patent Agent Register on or before the first day that is not prescribed or designated will be removed from the Patent Agent Register. Do you have any questions? If so, please either consult the FAQs on our website, ask them in the comments section of this video, or contact the Client Service Center. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.